Hello, how are you? Are you doing good? Hope you're doing great. Thank you so much for being here. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Yeah, a little too chilly for my taste. 42 degrees. But it could be better. It could be better, but it could also be worse. You know what I mean? It could be minus 10 degrees and snowing. So I'll take it. I'm just arriving here at the gas station. We're going to be filling up. And we're going to do something a little bit different here. We're going to be doing a video right here today. Is it worth it doing a side hustle with Uber Eats in 2025? All day long, alright. We can roll all day long, alright. Home sweet home. What do we have for dinner? Ooh. Now that looks real good. Yeah, that food looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it looks delicious. As soon as I'm done here with this video, I'm gonna go in there and eat some good food. I am ready to eat. But the purpose of this video is it still worth it to have a side hustle in 2025? And I made a list of everything that happened today. So we're gonna start from the top. I started with the miles. I started my day 156,125. I ended my day 156,250 miles. For the day, while I was logged in, 225 miles. I completed 14 trips. I spent $0 on food. Going out to eat will kill the profit, especially when you're an independent contractor. Once in a great blue moon, maybe it's okay. But going out to eat, yeah, you don't want to do that too often. It will kill your profit. So I spent $0 on food. Per hour, I made $21.46. I spent a total of 6 hours and 15 minutes logged in. I made per mile $1.06, and that's per mile. Anything less than $1 a mile, no thank you. It's gotta be $1 or more per mile. In total for the day, I made $132.90, which is pretty good. I spent, after logging off, I spent $15.78 on gas. So in total, after filling up my gas tank, my total for the day went down to $117.12. And of course, we do have to pay taxes. It's unfortunate, but we have to. So I didn't know which way to go. 7% tax, 10% tax, 12% tax. Every state varies. So I figured we're gonna go 12%. So on $132.90, 12% tax came out to $15.95. It brought my total down to $101.17. I would say it's a pretty good day. And do I think it is still worth having a side hustle in 2025? Absolutely. But of course, it depends on the market you're in. If you're in Alabama or one of those rural states, maybe not so good. Maybe if you're in Seattle, your market may be even better than my market. It all depends on what market you're in. So in my market, I do believe that it is still worth having a side hustle in 2025. I've been on my Uber Eats journey here for 5 years, 6 months. And I do gotta say, in the beginning, they did offer a lot more perks, a lot more incentives. Complete 10 trips, get $20. Complete 40 trips, get $60. they did have a lot more perks in the beginning. As the years go on, I don't know if they're inflated with too many drivers, but in reality, per hour, I still did good. Overall, looking at my stats here, it's all good. So I do believe 2025, you can still have a side hustle. And of course, the number one reason for me having a side hustle is I got a mortgage to pay off. If you're out there and you want to pay off a mortgage, or you want to pay off student loans or credit cards or whatever the case may be, a side hustle is great. I mean, and it doesn't have to be Uber Eats. It could be DoorDash, Grubhub, Amazon Flex, you name it. There's 1,000 different ways to make money on a side hustle. For me personally, I choose Uber Eats. I can log in when I want. I can log off when I want. It's a beautiful thing. Now, let me tell you another thing. Could I survive on this alone? Would it be worth it then? Well, if I put in 70 hours a week, but I'm already doing that. You see, I'm working over 50 hours in the restaurant, and I'm doing 15 to 20 hours on the side hustle. So, hey, if I take my hourly wage from today, $21.46, and I worked 70 hours, I would bring home $1,502.20. And of course, I would have to put $500 aside for taxes, maintenance, and repairs. So I would bring home a little over 1,000. It's doable. And let me tell you, I'm in the car, I'm cruising along. I got the AC going, I got the music going. Yeah, it's not a hard life. As a matter of fact, I had this guy come into the restaurant. He's been doing DoorDash for 3 years. He loves it. He used to work in restaurants, warehouses, overnight, beating up his body and all this crazy stuff, mentally, physically. It can be hard on your body and your mental health. And so he said, no more. And he said, this is what he told me. This is what made more sense to me than anything. I traded my car for my body and my health. That made so much sense, right? Do you rather have better health and not wear your body down so much, your bones, your joints, you're sore, or a car that in 5 years, the car will be gone? Trade it in or in a junkyard or who knows. I think that's a pretty smart way of looking at it. But I would be afraid to do that. At this point, I do like what I'm doing in the restaurant. I'm so used to doing it, I can do it in my sleep. I do feel it. I'm sore. I'm feeling it. I'm aching. Mentally, some days it's tough. But I would say one day down the road, it could happen. Maybe 5 years from now when the mortgage is paid off and, I could do it full time. My side hustle would be my main hustle. And if I want to do 70 hours a week, $1,500 a week. And of course, once my mortgage is paid off, would I really want to work that much? No, it's unnecessary. Just do the math. If I worked 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, wow. I would still make decent money. I have no mortgage, and my health, my body wouldn't feel so worn out. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's just a whole spiel on someone that told me why he stopped working in warehouses and restaurants. He said he traded in his car. He traded his car for his health and his body. And that made sense to me. And I think for me, it would make a lot of sense. In 5 years, when I'm mortgage-free, debt-free, yeah, I would do it. I would definitely do it. So if you're out there and you're asking yourself, is it worth it? It all depends on the market you're in. For me, it's worth it in the market that I'm in. That's the bottom line, really. It all depends which market you're in, what part of the country are you in? But that's another beautiful thing about the gig work. You can travel to another state and do gig work there. Isn't that something? You could travel the country and do gig work in every single state. Isn't that something? It's a beautiful thing. I never thought in a million years it would actually be a thing. Uber Eats, DoorDash, Amazon Flex. There are so many ways to make money in 2025. And I'm happy with it. Over 5 years with my side hustle, and I'm happy with it. So I'm going to keep on rocking and rolling. We still have our goals, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it. So we're going to conclude the video right here. Yes, 2025. It is still worth having a side hustle. Thank you so much for watching. I'm checking out of this one. We'll see you on the next one. You know?